This is your Weather Extreme video for Saturday, November the 8th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. And there's a look at the Skycam network from Alpha, and there's a look at the Tuscaloosa Skycam. And we see a few clouds in the sky. A little bit more attractive sunrise at Mount Cheaha, where the clouds in the eastern part of the state are a little more prevalent this morning, but we expect plenty of sunshine today. On the surface map, there's high pressure across the area, but we do see a weak cold front that is coming through the area that will be reinforcing our cooler air in the upper atmosphere. We have a nice trough over the eastern half of the country, and that trough is helping to keep things a bit on the cooler side. QPF-wise, this front moving through tonight will only bring a few clouds. The next shot of rain is going to come late Tuesday and into Wednesday, and even that will be somewhat limited for precipitation for us. Storm Prediction Center is not outlooking any organized severe thunderstorms for the United States. As a matter of fact, the only thunder possible in the U.S. is across South Florida. That's kind of unusual to see a map that clean, but in the wintertime, we do see it once in a while. And in the tropics, the Atlantic Basin is quiet, and the Pacific Basin is not too bad, or the Eastern Pacific anyway. It's got one area and showing some signs of possible development over the next several days. All right, the 060 GFS model run, and there's our surface map for today at midday, about noontime. And you can see the little thickness packing that is allowing or having that front move through the area. The front moves through, and we see that thicknesses drop just a little bit on Sunday, but it's not especially terribly cold. And in the upper atmosphere, we see that a nice little trough, a low latitude trough moving across the northeastern Gulf of Mexico, and that will be generating some precipitation down across Florida and out into the southeast coast of the U.S. We come under weak ridging on Monday, so it looks like Sunday will be dry, and Monday will also be dry. Tuesday will also be dry as we continue under weak ridging, as we're watching the next cold shot getting ready to come in, and that's going to ease into the area by midweek. So by Tuesday, we will be watching a front approach. Again, moisture does return, but not in large quantities, but it does bring us some shot at some rain. And we see that the flow goes somewhat zonal on Wednesday, the upper flow, that is, and that means that the front will kind of wash out as it moves into the area, and we can see the tremendously colder air up across the central U.S. And this is one of those situations where the models may not be handling it really well since it's going to be somewhat shallow cold air. So on Thursday, we see that the trough is moving by, and that is helping to increase the cold air, especially to our north. But you see the 540 line comes down to about the vicinity of Memphis. But I expect Thursday to be one of those kind of chilly days, the shallow air being somewhat shallow, and the cold air. So the flow remains pretty zonal as we head out into Friday. So once again, the cold air gets kind of stuck in here. And then on Saturday, we see that another shot is coming down the western side of the trough and in the upper airflow, and we're staying in that zonal pattern. So that keeps us dry through the end of the week and into next weekend. The next shot of rain looks like it's going to come in voodoo country around the 16th or 17th, so we see still a pretty cold look to the pattern with a trough over the central part of the United States. And even as we get out to the end of the period, around 324 hours, around the 21st, we see another shot of precipitation. And of course, with the cold look, we'll have to be watching for where the winter precipitation may be occurring. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this Saturday. Expect to have the next one posted first thing on Sunday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for the latest updates on our ever-changing weather patterns. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Have a great day, and Godspeed.